What's going on, Reject Nation? I'm Greg Alba.
And I'm John Humphrey.
It's the end of the year. The biggest trailer we covered was Avengers Endgame, so figured why not end the year with learning about some small details we missed
Oh
in the
boy.
Avengers Endgame trailer. If you've not seen a reaction to it, go check it out right now. There's a sketch that plays right before it that seems like most people quite enjoyed. It's our most liked video of the whole year. We also did a breakdown video of it and such, so really appreciate it. Before we do that, we must say thank you to all who have followed us on Patreon. Over there, we do weekly Q&As, as well as TV show reaction watch-alongs for several shows. Few already complete, but right now we are currently covering Attack on Titan, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, My Hero Academia, Riverdale, Gotham, and Supernatural. And John also does music video coverage, so yeah. Anywho, this is from Looper. Love this channel, man. Let's get to it.
Woo.
Let's see what we missed.
I missed them all.
After months of waiting and endless speculation, the trailer for the fourth Avengers movie has finally arrived. For one thing, the trailer reveals the title for the feature as Avengers Endgame, confirming previously leaked info indicating that might be the case.
I missed
but
that.
beyond that, there's a world of mystery to this footage, showing us our first official glimpse of the Marvel Cinematic Universe post Thanos' decimation. You've already watched and rewatched this thing about 1,000 times, so let's break down some of the small details you might have missed in the trailer for Avengers Endgame.
Yeah, eyeliner.
Thanos, now retired to his quiet life as a big purple space farmer,
We did
has
not
put his
miss
armor
this.
for good as an incredibly imposing
Thanks to that
scarecrow.
one
Actually see the
well-timed
scarecrow in
video.
Avengers Infinity War. In the lower right corner of the frame, during the movie's ending sequence of Thanos looking over his crops towards the shiny sun on some unknown world. But this image has some extra significance you might not be aware of.
Oh,
In the
we
six-issue
are.
Infinity Gauntlet comic book series, which
We're
serves
proud.
as inspiration for the two-part Infinity War story, the Scarecrow is a striking image from the final issue. In the comic, the Scarecrow appears to be Thanos' only company. When the heroes come upon it, they regard it as an empty shell of what was, which may imply some interesting twists in store for the final showdown between the Avengers and Thanos. As for Thanos himself, he's only seen briefly in the trailer, running his hand over some plant life with his burnt up
Carry my
Infinity
gauntlet,
Gauntlet.
carry my
Does he
gauntlet.
have the strength for a second round? We'll see. After all,
We're in the endgame now.
after sitting out the events of Infinity War, Jeremy Renner's Clint Barton has returned for the fourth Avengers adventure, and something is very different about him. He's got a new
That
haircut,
jacket.
a new samurai-inspired outfit,
That
and
damn
he
Alamo
seems to be
Jones
stalking
trailer.
the streets of Japan, hunting down some sharp-dressed victims and leaving them dead in the street for some unknown end. You alright, Clint? This is more than just a costume change. It's a whole new identity, one that Natasha seems somewhat shocked to see. Rumors have been swirling
You're
about the
Japanese
meaning
now.
of Clint's absence from Infinity War since before the movie even came out. The prevailing
work so
theory
well
has
for
been
me.
that Barton sheds his old identity, and maybe even a little bit of his morality, when his entire family presumably gets dusted at the end of Infinity War. We didn't see it go
They
down on
didn't.
screen, so we
He
don't
just
know
killed
for
them.
sure if
Yeah.
that's what happened.
He's just like,
But come
no,
on.
they
Do you
weren't
think
decimated.
Clint
This is
booking
my
flights
perfect
to Japan to
opportunity.
stab
I'll just
people
spread some
with his
ash
wife and
around
kids at
the
home?
house.
In a bittersweet twist, it looks as though Tony Stark has commandeered the newest vessel of the Guardians of the Galaxy, the Benatar, which took the place of the Milano after its destruction in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Of course, not all is as bleak as it first appears. For one, Tony does not seem to be alone on this sad, doomed trip across the universe. It looks like Nebula is there with him, hitching a ride after her ship was destroyed during her showdown with Thanos on Titan. Her blue fingers can be seen on someone's shoulder, probably Tony's. Considering she's more robot than mortal being at this point, thanks to Thanos' tinkering, it's possible that the lack of oxygen and food on the ship isn't as big a deal to her as it is to Tony. For months and months, rumors have swirled about the Avengers going back in time to undo the destruction Thanos has caused.
That's why he
theory
shaves.
supported by
Yeah,
leaks
definitely.
indicating that the production was rebuilding sets from older movies. It's hard to think of any other reason why Cap would be looking down at a photo of Peggy with such significance, unless he was about to go and find her for some reason. Other set leaks have indicated that the movie may have built a new set for Camp Lehigh, the boot camp in Captain America: The First Avenger, where a pre-super serum Steve Rogers first proved its worth. The base, located in New Jersey, was also visited in the modern era in Captain America: The Winter Soldier, and more importantly, it was destroyed. So if the movie is taking us to Camp Lehigh as the leaks suggest, then it's probably not going to be in the present day.
Cool.
And that would explain Cap going back to his outfit from The Winter Soldier. Sort of like when Star Trek characters have to go back in time and try their best to blend in so as to not screw up the time stream.
Yeah. Far
It's a
out.
blink and you'll miss it moment, but the Avengers Endgame trailer revealed that Shuri, the woman who we thought might be Wakanda's last hope, is among the missing. During the sequence of Bruce Banner looking
know, we
at the
caught most of
Avengers
this.
list of missing
I
people,
know.
the image of the t-shirt white Shuri
Perhaps the
could
least
briefly be
surprising
seen
one of these I've watched.
presumed dead. With this, we're meant to believe that she dies.
I didn't know about that
snapped
Captain
into
America stuff,
dust
though.
just like
Yeah,
her
yeah,
brother. While the
so
team's intelligence
we
is wrong about Ant-Man, who is indeed missing but not dead, we have no reason to believe that Shuri made it out alive. But while we're on the subject of Ant-Man, Clint Barton isn't the only Avenger making a triumphant return. Now that most of
Ant-Man's
the heavy hitters
Ant-Man
are dead
and
and dusted,
Ant-Clan.
it's time to welcome Scott Lang to the party.
Welcome to the party, pal!
While Natasha and
Christmas!
Steve are moping around Avengers HQ, they get a video message from Ant-Man, who seems to be at the gates of the facility.
Can you buzz me in?
That's exciting
Hey,
enough, but
archive.
what's more exciting is the gear that Scott brought with him.
Sorry. My bad.
Last time we saw Ant-Man's Ant-Fan, it had been turned into a makeshift laboratory, kitted out with a portal to the quantum realm. In the post-credit sequence of Ant-Man and the Wasp, Scott entered the quantum realm and appeared to be stuck there, with his partners being dusted before they could pull him back. Scott sure looked doomed. So what gives? Right before Scott jumped into the quantum realm, he got this warning from the original Wasp.
And don't get sucked into a time vortex. We won't be able to save you.
It seems pretty possible that Scott used a vortex to exit the realm, depositing himself in the future, and now he's brought the time travel tech to Avengers HQ. Who would have thought Ant-Man would be so important when it came time to save the world? Probably this guy.
I mean, a lot of us did.
Yeah. To be fair. Those other leaked set photos that you didn't mention in this here video.
It's a scarecrow.
What? No.
Have you seen Jeremy Johns' video?
Oh yeah, about how he didn't catch everything from all the source
and
material.
he didn't catch it, that was a scarecrow. Gosh,
man.
Johns, what's wrong with you?
What gives, man? Did you pick the wrong word again?
Yeah.
Ugh.
No, yeah, we saw some other video before we watched the Endgame trailer
Yeah.
that pointed out that you do see the scarecrow at the end of Infinity War in the corner. I had read the Infinity Gauntlet comic book, so I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
so
well-
I knew, and you know, and there were some jackasses in our video who were like, that's not a scarecrow.
Yeah.
Well, guess what?
What?
It's homaging exactly
What?
the scarecrow.
What? That's my biggest point of trivia pride when it
Yeah.
comes to this whole Endgame cycle, is knowing what the scarecrow
Yeah,
is.
like a lot of this is covered in our Avengers breakdown video already.
Yeah, shouts out to Andrew, because anything we didn't catch, he certainly did.
Yeah, especially with like Ronan and everything. Yeah, he killed his family.
Definitely, yeah.
I would love that twist.
And then at the end, when everybody comes back and his family doesn't, he's just like, maybe it doesn't work like that.
I want it to be like that episode of Family Guy when Quagmire discovers porn.
They've got like thousands, literally millions of naked pictures on the internet. What?
They're like, oh, your family was decimated? What do you mean decimated? Where half the world was snapped into non-existence? Yeah. I didn't just bury
yeah.
their bodies in the farm.
Yeah.
They weren't holding me back from my real ambitions in life.
They weren't seriously inconvenient when trying to fight supervillains of the universe.
Where I always had this pressure of trying to get back to my family.
And also not putting them in harm's way. So I just harmed them myself.
It stands to reason that Nebula's on that ship with Tony because they were stranded on Titan together,
That's
right?
the vibe that I got this whole time.
Right. But what they're saying about Captain America's base and everything, like, because that's a great point though about that he's looking at that photo of Peggy and why I've always just associated Captain America as someone who is missing or mourning over Peggy Carter, so I didn't actually read into that. And we've talked plenty of times on this channel about how there's most likely the time travel scenario with those leaked photos and everything like that, and everything they're pointing out here. The two biggest takeaways I got from this video specifically were the direct references to Captain America's old suit. The fact that he is clean shaven, that might explain more why he's actually shaven.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I never put that together. Like, oh yeah, he's time traveling. Yeah, that's
Actually,
right.
yeah, I thought that was very clever in a subtle way. I was like, ooh, maybe there's a purpose.
I was so caught up on him not having a beard anymore that I forgot to ask myself, oh yeah, he's time traveling. That's probably why he doesn't have a beard. Yeah.
He heard that Machine Gun Kelly track and he was like, oh, weird beard's
Weird. With the Ant-Van as well. That little nugget of a detail, Michelle Pfeiffer saying don't get sucked into a time vortex, and that he's probably bringing that with them. And I'm like, oh yeah, it was all laid out for us. And for some reason, of course, everyone notices Ant-Man in the trailer, but I didn't really pay attention to the van. you know?
At first,
Yeah.
it's very easy just to be like, Scott Lang! And
He's
then-
back. They confirmed it. Yay!
Yeah. Well, and I wondered what's in my wonder ball. This just makes me curious what the time vortex rules are and how that's going to factor in, because they said, you know, something in here about him maybe using one to like transport into the future or something like that. And it seemed like he was in the present, you know, at that time.
Well, yeah, because when the decimation happened, he was stuck in the quantum realm.
Yeah.
And then he's shown maybe he just time traveled to
A few days. in the
wherever,
future.
like, because I don't know. I imagine Endgame. I don't know if it's going to pick up immediately after, or it's going to pick up like a few weeks after, or
It's
months
been
after.
years. We've grieved for
It's
everybody.
years, yeah.
We've moved on.
It would make sense that it's been a long time, though.
At least a year would
Yeah.
be appropriate.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah. Well, this is a fun video. Thank you so much, Looper, for putting this together. You guys can subscribe to Looper, subscribe to the Reject Nation, click that notification bell. Check us out on Patreon. We got plenty of goodies. Happy freaking New Year to you, sons of bastards.